Hi everyone! Welcome to Perfectly Planned Content's Writing Wednesday video series, where we dive into the power of words and the many ways that writing impacts your business. My name is Lauren Keller. I'm the Director of Content Writing and Strategy, and I'm thrilled to bring you a video series completely dedicated to the craft of writing. So let's dive in. April is one of my favorite months in the whole year. Blushing blooms break the winter haze, and the whole world takes on a new glow. Rosy, springtime. I also love taking part in several seasonal rituals, spring cleaning among them. Spring cleaning is a wonderful opportunity to help make things new again. And what better place to do that than in your business blog? Today, we're going to take a look at 3 ideas to help you breathe new life into your blog. The first is to find and update old content. Do you remember that amazing post that you wrote 3 years ago? Yeah, your audience probably doesn't remember it either. People consume content at rapid rates, making it really difficult to extend the shelf life of each post. But one thing you can do to help is to find some of your best content and update it to reflect new information and new ideas. Your business has likely evolved significantly since you wrote those posts, so why not take some time to update them to reflect where you are now, where the world is at now. This can give you some really important opportunities to re-engage with your audience and help them think about your brand even more. This tactic is incredibly useful for vehicles such as investments, taxes, and other elements that are subject to change from different laws. So let's look at a couple of examples of what this means in practice. So if you focus on retirement planning, do you have a post on required minimum distributions? Have you updated that post to reflect the new laws brought on by the Secure Act? What about estate planning? Do you have blogs about inherited IRAs? Have you updated them to reflect new beneficiary information? What about tax planning? Are your blogs updated to reflect 2021 figures, limits, and numbers? These are just a few simple ways to make your content incredibly relevant, timely, and engaging to your audience. The second idea is to repurpose Cornerstone content. Cornerstone content is a significant part of your business. It really encapsulates who you are, your values, your goals, and what it means to you to practice. So extracting some of the central ideas from those pieces of content and turning them into new ideas can be incredibly useful. Let's take a look at a few ways you can do that. The first is to turn it into a video or potentially a short video series. Maybe the blog is a little bit longer and has a lot more substantive information. You then might think about making it into a webinar. That can be a really wonderful virtual event to gather prospects, clients, and other people who are interested in learning more about your brand. You might take the outline for that post and turn it into something longer, like an ebook or white paper or another lead generation material. And lastly, you might submit the article for a guest post or just some outside content to increase your reach and thought leadership. Your Cornerstone content should live on for more than one newsletter cycle. Commit to trying just one of these different tactics. Be sure to let me know which one you do, and choose it based on the content itself and your audience. The third idea here is to clean up the OnPage experience. Think about why you created your blog. Another touch point for clients, a way to reach out to prospects, a medium to create thought leadership in your field. All of these are incredible ideas. But if your user experience falls short, you're likely going to lose readers before your opening anecdote. So if your blog is stuck in the past, Here are a few ways that you can help update it. The first is to improve your page loading time. It has been said time and time again that if your website page takes more than a couple of seconds to load, your bounce rate increases significantly, meaning that you lose out on that potential conversation. So dedicate some time to checking your Google page speed insights and check how fast your website loads. If you find that it's a little bit slower, the first place to look is your images. You may need to compress some of the files. Another thing you can look at is some HTML codes and other website backend elements. And this would be a great time to continue the conversation with your web developer or somebody who helps you maintain your website to improve some of these fixes. The next idea is to modernize your design. Is your typography and color scheme totally stuck in the 90s or 80s or some other decade? If that's the case, you might want to take some time to update and modernize that look. But as you do so, as with any redesign, it's vital to keep your audience in mind. If you are a retirement planner and your ideal client is in their mid-60s, having extremely bright white space and razor-thin fonts probably isn't your best bet. The last idea is to improve your layout. Something so simple as a layout change can totally transform the experience that someone has on your website. So if your layout is a little bit mismatched or it could be cleaned up a bit, try to do that and you'll see that it makes the on-page experience that much better. So as you can see, spring cleaning your blog doesn't have to be cumbersome. A few small tweaks can give your best content new life and can streamline the user experience. How can you recommit to your content this spring? Be sure to let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time.